All right, time to talk some weather, everybody. Over the past couple of days, there has been some talk of snow, possibly accumulating snow within West Michigan. The odds of that have dropped significantly, I do have to tell you, over the past 24 hours. So that's probably what a lot of folks out there want to hear at this point. Nonetheless, tomorrow has trended colder and colder over the last couple days. The forecast for Monday, and we're going to spend most hours in the 40s here, folks. 45 degrees at 7 a.m. Temps will try to rise into the upper 40s through the mid-morning period, but that's about the time this cold front does work on through. Now, granted, we are in mid to late April now, so it's pretty hard to get a huge drop off with a surge of colder air, but we likely will drop back a couple degrees, a few degrees, and then level off into the afternoon, say 45 degrees or so by 5 o'clock, and a couple very light showers in that mid-morning time frame. I will show you the projected radar on that model momentarily. Temperatures out there at the current time, 45 cool degrees for our northernmost section there, Big Rapids, and also down to the south in Coldwater. Perhaps a few more breaks in the clouds in that vicinity, but we have had a fair amount of clouds in recent hours for the bulk of the viewing area. So at best, partly cloudy, but oftentimes just mostly cloudy. Across the national view, you can see these deeper blues building, and it's kind of a real nice line here where it goes from the greens and the blues. That's a cold front dropping through the central plains, and it will arrive by mid-morning tomorrow with a couple light showers, but really Monday is not going to be known for a whole lot of rain, just making the pavement damp for a stretch there. I think through the afternoon we're going drier. The snow system mainly stays south, so it's going to be developing a little bit further southward along this cold front, and then really not cranking up to an intensity, to a great intensity to allow it to take a northerly track. So I think the bulk of the snow and mixed precip is going to stay south of the Michigan-Indiana line, though it could graze those counties right along the line. More on that momentarily. Moderating temps late week after a very cool spell here. 41 Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll jump back to 48 on Thursday and then get close to 60, I think, on Friday, and then yet another cooler period could come about for next weekend, or at least marginally cooler, with temps in the lower half of the 50s at that time. We don't have any moisture out there to track. The sensitive radar has been detecting some precip that was not reaching the ground at any point, and it still isn't. We just have the clouds to come from that, and then the cold front, which is dropping southward through the Midwest. That's the one that does start to change our pattern for the next several days. Obviously, we've been on the cooler side recently, but we did get to about 60 degrees the last couple of days. Won't be that way for quite some time. No, here comes the cold front with the associated thin band of sprinkles and light showers, say between about 9 o'clock and maybe midday. That'll sweep across the region, leave us with a lot of clouds for the afternoon, but not much in the way of any additional moisture, I don't think. Overnight Monday into Tuesday morning, mostly cloudy skies will be continuing. And then there's that system rolling down to the south. That's why, folks, you get a run or two of the models which tries to develop a snowstorm. You got to be real careful, because then it can go back to the original solution, which it basically is, and that won't have a whole lot of implication, I don't think, for our viewing area. Now, having said that, this run of the model may be a little bit too far south, so those counties along the Indiana line, it's possible you could get a light dusting or coating at some point Tuesday afternoon or evening. Derek will keep tabs on that, but as it stands right now, no big snowstorm. Grand Rapids, even Kalamazoo and Battle Creek. What we do have are largely cold temperatures, though, over the next several days.
All right, it's going to be cold at least. Thank you, Anthony. Still ahead.